But I want to go through some background. First of all, I want to just say hello to David. Welcome. Thank you so
Hey,
much for
Gary.
joining us. And Jefferson, thank you for joining us.
Hey,
The-
Gary, thanks for the invitation.
these two gentlemen are real patriots. They are patriots for America. And I'm so thankful to be able to have them here. But I wanted to share some things with you before we begin. David, I interviewed you before the election. I'm very happy that Trump won. You have my #1 viewed video on Rumble, about over 13,000. And we talked about lawfare. We talked about the election systems. We talked about electronic systems. And I think that's going to be part of the conversation today. But we also talked about lawfare, and I'm sorry to say that, and I'm sorry to see that you're continuing to be attacked, even you and your wife together, and being brought for a disciplinary board for silliness. Basically, you're a lawyer, went to see Tina Peters in prison. I don't know what the problem is, but it's silliness, and I'm sorry you have to go through that. Jefferson, I interviewed you just before the election, just before April 1st, and I went out there to try to tell people as much as possible to vote for Judge Schimmel for the Supreme Court. And I did my best. I was able to get some very significant views, and here's one with 34,000. But out of those 34,000, we had about 300 comments. Unfortunately, those 300 comments were mostly pro-democratic. And finally, I just want to mention one final thing before we begin.